Congressman Richard Martin from Ohio's 19th District. He's a Republican. Congressman Martin, thank you for joining us.
Cenk, I appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on here.
All right. Glad that you stopped by in the studio. I'm just going to read you what his press release says, because this is crazy. Sorry, but it's what your press release says. Richards is a United States Congressman representing Ohio's 19th District, called a champion of big business and the upper class by the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Richard is actually more than that. He's also a champion of the upper middle class. He's brought hope to thousands of suburban couples struggling to afford a second home. Sounds heartwarming. Now, you've also been called a friend of big oil, but given the seriousness of the recession at hand, how can you still be in favor of giving tax breaks to big oil while cutting benefits to those below the poverty line?
Cenk, the last time I checked, my car didn't run on poor people. The homeless, while oily, don't easily fit into a gas tank. I don't know what you liberals want us to do. You want us to build an offshore hobo platform? You see, the liberals, you live in a fantasy world. You think it runs on raspberries and cinnamon. It doesn't. It runs on oil and the exploited labor of poor people.
Well, at least the congressman is honest, right? Well, he's got that going for him.
It's what we need in politics, Cenk. A lot of these people, they're mealy-mouthed, they're straddling the fence. I let you know, no, we in the upper class and the upper middle class have had enough, and we're putting our foot down. We're taking back control of our country.
A lot of people would call what you said bold. Others would call it ridiculous, including the legislation you're putting forward.
And most of those would be renters.
Okay, I'm still stuck on the hobo platform. Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work, but it's interesting.
I'm a straight shooter, Cenk. That's the first thing you should know about me. I serve my dishes up hot, and you're going to want to put on some oven mitts.
Okay, well, actually, I'm going to get into what you did in the past, and that's going to relate to fashion, which is fascinating. But first, tell me about your family. You're married? You got kids?
I am married to a lovely gal named Jazz. We got 2 beautiful children, 3 total, but 2 are beautiful. I never let them know which one isn't. That builds character. That's what Pops did with me, and I think I turned out pretty neat.
One could argue.
Yeah, but we got a great home life, and I couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Now let's go to what you did in the 80s, because this doesn't sound very conservative. Apparently you were a model?
Yeah, well, I was a cufflink model.
Is that right?
Yeah, and in Cincinnati. Cincinnati in the mid '80s, Cenk, was a hotbed of catalog modeling. It was, between New York and Chicago, there is a swath of territory that we called the catalog corridor, and that's where a lot of the catalog modeling was done. And I was a cufflink model, and people say, cufflink model, isn't that a little bit specific? But cufflink modeling there's an art to it, to get that cufflink to reflect the light to the camera is not easy. You've got to strike a pose that looks just like such. And when you get the light to gleam, we call that popping candy. And I could pop candy with the best of them. The secret, if you ever want to know how to pop candy, is make sure that you can see this part of your hand, the fillet. We call that the fillet. And then generally you'll be popping candy if you can see that. But there was, I was proud of the work I did as a cufflink model. And sometimes I say, maybe I'll go back to it if I feel like it. But I got a little sick of the backstabbing and the rumor mongering, so I decided to get into politics.
Now, given your cufflink modeling history, are you pro or anti-gay marriage?
Oh, absolutely anti-gay marriage. It's funny.
There weren't any of those folks in the cufflinking business, no?
Not that I was aware of.
No, they were just popping.
None of them seemed gay. Okay. There was some wrestling, but it was usually good-natured.
No raspberries or cinnamon.
No raspberries or cinnamon.
That's for liberals.
Cenk, my third wife, Marilyn, said to me, Richard, why do you hate the gays so much? And I said, Marilyn, I don't hate the gays. I'm a Christian. I hate their faggoty ways. I resent the homosexual having a bathhouse fling and then marching up the same aisle to the same altar that has been so sacred to me on 4 separate occasions.
Here's what you can't take away from Congressman Martin. He tells it like it is. He's popping candy all day long.
I do.
Okay, so now you say you can tell a patriot just by the way they dress. That's a quote of yours here.
Absolutely. And you, by the way, are somewhere in between.
Is that right?
You haven't really committed to the liberal cause. You haven't really committed to the conservative.
I argue that
cause.
I'm a centrist all the time. You say apparently.
Well, you've done
job.
Job accomplished. You look at me and what do you see? A patriot. You see a fellow that has respect for society. How you wear your hair says what you think about society. And you look at mine, and what is it? Visually divided.
Okay.
Renters to the left, homeowners to the right. Train tracks run down the middle. Don't cross it, or you're going to lose your legs. Work down here. Got a bold colored tie. All patriots should wear a bold color. Almost everything that is good is bold and red. Blood, meat, anger, bullseyes. Come down, the cufflinks, we've gone over that, the high school ring. It lets you know that I was very popular in high school, and I continue to be tremendously popular. We look at the belt. You'll notice that my pants are at a respectable height, Cenk. You know, you see the kids with their pants down here today. Nobody's going to vote for Johnny Potato Pants. You know, they're going to vote for a guy that has some respect for the flag. You see, I've got pleats. What does that tell you when you see someone with pleats?
1980s?
No, it says this guy is such a go-getter. He's invented things to iron. And then we finish up, Cenk, with my shoes. And this is the pièce de résistance. You'll see that they're loafers, not just regular loafers, Cenk, but tasseled loafers. When folks look at tasseled loafers, they say, that guy is so successful, his shoes are having a parade.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a Republican this obsessed with dress. Okay, you've got a unique history. There's no question. So, but how am I in the middle? What?
Well, you don't have a tie, so you could be a homosexual. You've got a jacket, so you're fighting that urge. You don't have any bold colors, so you're afraid to put your opinions out there.
Oh, that's me.
Thank God you don't have an earring. I like the fact that you got your wedding band there, and so you're somewhere in the middle.
All right, the wedding band makes me a little bit more American.
Absolutely.
Okay, now that I'm getting a better sense of you, I want to just finish it off with one more question. That's about your dad. Apparently, he was also dabbling in politics.
Yeah.
Like Rush Limbaugh's dad loved politics.
Yeah.
And so, but he also spent some time in jail, which is interesting. How did that influence your life?
You know, it made my time with him that much more valuable. You know, Pops always said to me, he said, you know, if you can walk hot coals in diapers, you'll soar the skies in a pinstripe. And I think that's what he said. I couldn't tell. Prison glass is very thick. But, you know, Dad had these sayings that really stuck with me. You know, he would say things like, pride is the sound, or an apology is the sound of pride leaving the face, which I always thought was neat. Compromise is just losing wearing a toupee. You know, if he would see us crying, he would say, "Stop the watering, or are you trying to grow tits?" You know, he had a way of letting us kids know that we needed to shape up or ship out, and I think that's molded me into the fella I am today.
Okay, all right. Well, now that I got a beat on you, I don't think I need to ask you the specifics.
Sure.
I think I have a pretty good sense of where you are. But if I had any more questions, I'd go to askarepublican.com because that's where Congressman Martin will answer your questions, apparently.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll be popping candy on the website. So check it out there. Congressman from the 19th District of Ohio, thank you for joining us.
Cenk, my pleasure. I appreciate it.
All right. That shaking hands wasn't too gay, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's manly and American.
Yeah.
JR, when we're done, please get him some raspberry and cinnamon that we have on hand, being the liberal show that we are. So you have that to look forward to.
God bless you.